Hello everyone, this is Venugopal. Today we are going to see a concept called as anonymous class in Java. So what exactly mean by anonymous? Anonymous means a class with no name is called as anonymous class. It is also called as an inner class. It's an inner class basically, for which we will create only one object. I'll explain by a practical example also. Before moving on to create this anonymous class, you can create this anonymous class in two ways. Number one, by using a class. The class may be abstract or concrete class. And the second one is interface. So these are the two methods by which you can uh, create the anonymous class, either by using class or either by using an interface. Okay, so before going to the directly to the anonymous class, let us have some scenario where exactly this anonymous class is useful. So for that purpose, I'm creating one project. I'm doing this in an Eclipse. I'll create a project, Java project. Here I'm giving some, suppose a name like uh, anonymous. Okay, and click on finish. Java perspective, yes. And here we create one class. So right click on source, click on class. You need to give a package name. So form dot anonymous. Then class name is suppose demo anonymous. You can give any name. No space is allowed. So in that I'll click on public static void main method. I want a main method also. Okay, here it is. Let's improve some font size. It's in a basic. Yes, text font. Bold and suppose some 16 font. Click on OK. And close. Yeah, it's much better. So it's a normal class. Just we are trying to check where are the where or what the situation the anonymous class are useful. Okay, so before that I'm declaring one more class. Suppose class is considered as a car. It's a class. Inside this, suppose I have one method public void choice. The method. Inside that, I'm printing system.out.println. I want, suppose, Maruti car. A simple example, just a text. This is one class. Suppose this is a class where I want, for example, I don't want this Maruti car. Okay, suppose if I create an object of this, I want to call this choice. So how to call it? First of all, we need to create an object of this class here. Okay, so I'm creating the object here. C is equals to new car, and then I'm calling C dot choice method. That's it. If I'll execute this, yeah, it's very simple output. You know that. You will get the output as I want a Maruti car. Right? But I don't want the Maruti car. When I click on this choice, right, I want some different choice. Right? So either you can change this one by going here, right? Or else we'll keep the definition as it is and we'll try to extend one more class. So like class, suppose the class name is new car, extends the normal car. Okay, and here, the overriding concept method. If I want to change the definition of the base class, then you can override that in the derived class. So I'll take here the same signature, public void, and choice is a method. And if I enter here and I'm writing this, I'll copy this, Control C, Control V, and I want suppose Hyundai car. Okay, and see, suppose if I want to call this choice method of this new car class, so obviously we have to create the object of this new car. Okay, so here if I create like a new car, and here again new car, and if I'll call with this object, and if I'll run this program, you will get the output as that I want a Hyundai car now. That means what this concept is called as a overriding concept. You know very well. See, if I'll take this cursor on this 12th number line, it overrides the above choice of car method. It's showing that symbol, right? Fine. So this is what the scenario where I want to access, where I want to change the definition of the base class in my derived class. So this is one way. Okay, so there is one more way to do the same thing, right? And that is what the anonymous class. Suppose if we want to change only this definition part, right? And here we're requiring to write the entire, we are extending the base class and then overriding that method, right? So to overcome this problem, right? So we can do one more technique. What the technique is, for example, whenever you're creating the object here, right? This portion is always, remember, after this assignment operator, new car. This new car means what? It's here only we are going to create the object. We are instantiating the object. So before instantiating this object, what we will do, just will put up curly braces here, enter, okay? And inside this, I'll write the same definition. Control C, Control V, right? I'll put one more enter so that it will be very clear. See, I'm doing the same task what I did in the previous one, right? So same Hyundai car here also, right? But if you observe, I don't require this line now, right? And the class name is obviously it is a car, so that's why it's showing an error. You need to remove this new keyword, new word here. Fine. Now see, this portion is called as we are creating the object, right? But at the time of creation of the object, we are immediately defining one class here. The class which do not have any name. The class which do not have any name, it simply has the method. Okay, so such kind of class which do not have any name, that class is called as a anonymous class. So this part is called as what? Anonymous class. If I execute the same line, see, you will get the same output. Suppose if I change this output, okay, BMW, okay, and if I execute this, you will get the I want BMW car. So see, whenever, so mainly you can say that generally it is used whenever you want to override a method, right? Override method in the class, or it's an interface. Okay, so better to declare, right, that same class under whenever you're creating the object like this. So this is a class, it has one method, right, which is overriding the base class method, right? And in a single object, see, in my explanation, I told you, right, we are creating only one object here. This part will create only one object. Okay, in the same object only, we are defining one more class, right? The class which don't have any name, and that class is called as a anonymous class. So this class will be the local class for only this. You cannot override this class furthermore. Okay, so this is the example for a class, anonymous class, right, which is derived by using a class. You can go for the same for the interface also. So implicitly what happened here, whenever you are creating an object, right, a class is created. Whenever you're creating this object, A class is created, but it's having no name, right? And this whole concept will be decided by the compiler. And here, this class will directly extending implicitly from this car class. Okay, so this is what the internal process happen with this anonymous class.